Hey guys, Stefan here from Tech Testers, and today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the MSI Clutch GM50 in only a couple of minutes, so it's going to be very fast. Now the GM50 is MSI's new €50 or $50 mouse, and it's a pretty standard price for a mouse, but let's admit that's what most of us are looking for. Let's see if it's worth its price.
This video is brought to you by Corsair's new Dominator Platinum RGB memory. With their high speeds, beautifully crafted aluminum heat spreaders, and innovative RGB technology, these modules take RGB memory to the next level. Get yours using the links in the description below.
The design is pretty standard as well. It's a black, right-handed ergonomic mouse like plenty of others. It does have a nice little logo and an addressable RGB feature, which people are going to appreciate. But let's be honest, most mice these days have that, so that doesn't really set it apart from the competition just yet. Now from a build quality point of view, it's actually very solid. It doesn't have any fancy materials, fancy grips on the side. It has a bit of a rougher side, but it's still hard plastic. But it's actually a tough little mouse. So when you grip it, when you squeeze it, there's very little flex in the construction. And what I actually really like are the switches. Now these are the typical Omron switches rated at 20 million, so that's pretty standard, but they feel very sharp and very snappy. And when you're gaming, that does definitely make a very good impact. So what does set this one apart from the competition? And that is the size and the weight. At only 120 centimeters long and 85 grams, it is a very small and very light mouse. So if, like me, you have big hands and you like to palm grip your mouse, this is definitely not for you because it looks absolutely ridiculous. However, if you have small hands or if you like claw gripping your mouse, this shape is actually pretty nice. Now keep in mind that if you're a claw grip gamer and you like to lift your mouse a lot, the shape and the weight do seem ideal, but I don't think this is the mouse for you for two reasons. One, it's not that balanced. So when you're holding it lightly and you lift it up between your thumb and your ring finger, the back will fall down. It's actually back heavy, so it's not that great for that. And the other thing is that the sides are actually slanted in rather than out. So trying to lift it and keep a good grip on it is not that great. So it's more for smaller hands that like to keep their mouse on the surface more than anything. Now MSI went for the Pixart PWM3330 sensor, and that's an upper high-end sensor from Pixart. And while that's a very good sensor, it can do literally anything, including low sense CSGO gaming at pro level just fine. There is something that bugs me a bit, because at this price range, most mice do offer a 3360 or comparable sensor. Now you're not really going to notice that in typical scenarios. However, this one, for example, can only be set to 100 DPI increments in the software, where some of its competitors can be set to individual DPI levels. So there's just a little bit less customization. And that is something that at this price, I think hurts a little bit. Other than that, MSI software is pretty okay. Could use a little bit of polish, but it gets the job done. You get to change your basic settings, change the RGB, and it's really cool if you have other MSI components that the ARGB can sync with the others. Again, it's nothing special, doesn't set it apart, but nothing really impacts the experience if you're considering this mouse for any of the other reasons. Now overall, the MSI GM50 is not a bad mouse. However, at that €50 price point, it does have some serious competition. Logitech has the G403, SteelSeries has the rival 310. Both of them are slightly larger, but do weigh roughly the same, and they have a slightly better sensor and nicer software package, so there's definitely plenty of pressure on the MSI here. And again, MSI has the upside of being smaller, but Rocket also has the Cone Pure Ally, which weighs about the same, is about the same size, and does feel a little bit nicer. So in my opinion, it's a great mouse if you're looking for something small. Overall performance is great. I just think that you should look for it when it's slightly cheaper than those competitors. So if MSI can drop the price from 50 to about 40, we're looking at a pretty solid recommendation. Now that's it for today. Let me know if you like these kind of quick reviews, because then we can talk a lot more about products that we get to test extensively but don't really have time to review extensively. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more, and see you in the next one. Bye.